I'm Ed Nwokedi. I'm the founder and CEO of RedSwan CRE. We are a full-service blockchain real estate company. What we do is we take commercial real estate, either the equity or the debt side, and fractionalize it into digital securities so that our clients can raise capital on those securities or obtain liquidity for the properties that they have. There's a lot of property out there that has a lot of trapped equity. I would say if you look at the industry of investment real estate, about $75 trillion, 35%, roughly 26 trillion is locked in equity in the property. And many owners, the only way they can get that out is by selling off the property. When you sell off the property, you sell off the opportunity for future. So you have a little capital gain, but if you can pull your equity out and continue to be the GP manager, you now have the best of both worlds. You have your equity back in your pocket, and you have the management capability with waterfall profits, in perpetuity. So that's what we bring to the marketplace. Right. Well, RedSwan started in April of 2018, and a very pivotal year because I was actually thinking that the capital markets industry is getting boring, and we need to do something different so that we could be more ahead of the curve as well, instead of chasing after the curve, right? And I found out about blockchain, and I was really enamored by the technology itself, what it can do for capital markets. And so I decided to go ahead and dive into RedSwan, which was already an application, Apple application that we're using to do off-market opportunities and convert it into digital. So that's how it started. I'm really proud of kind of the growth rate we've had. We've been putting our head down. We haven't taken down too much capital, so we still own a lot of our company. But yet we've been able to bring on billions of dollars worth of assets of real estate on chain, more coming, also kind of provide thought leadership to the industry. But we've been able to create the full service capability intertwined with all the technologies necessary. So I was just talking to, like I said, Mastercard, talking about distribution and payments, and they now have the capability of doing that on blockchain with wallets. And so that enhances our business because now as people are buying internationally, they can actually park their money into a wallet that they've downloaded from Mastercard and pull it out and do a transaction at a very, very low cost at any time. So we're looking for ways to really enhance not only just the institutional investors, but also the smaller investors who are international or here in the United States who want to, for the first time, buy some quality real estate. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of these next gens would not be buying houses. So buying real estate and building portfolio will allow them the opportunity to buy any house they want in the future, rather than buying an initial house and putting all their energy and capital into that house and not being able to expand. So it's financial freedom. It's what I'm proud of. Really, the large institutional assets that people typically don't have access to. So we have hotels, we have apartment buildings, we have industrial properties in GCC. I mean, we have office buildings, industrial land. We have like 188 acres built on the farm, on the desert, right, that's growing alfalfa to feed livestock. There's a fish farm that is built in the ocean that takes care of 20 million pounds of fish per quarter to feed the citizens of the GCC. But what we're going after are like data centers. We think that data center ownership is critical towards the ecosystem of blockchain and AI. So we want people to be able to buy into those types of projects. We also have a big portfolio of roughly 26 mini storage facilities, brand new in the United States, where we're providing the debt service for them as well as the equity. So you can be in the debt service of the new construction, which has a higher return, or the equity of the recapitalization of existing products. But these are, products that are, very low operating costs because they're all automated. When you talk about like apartment buildings for your stuff, believe it or not, people spend about $300-400 a month storing their stuff. But we have that. We're also chasing after hospitality, beachfront hospitality. And we're doing this for the next gen. That's what they told us they want. And so you're going to see a few projects in Tulum, Mexico, Playa del Carmen, Dominican Republic, and possibly to Brazil. These are like 20 to 50 unit hotels right on the beach. So you'll be able to buy equity in those. So that's in the works as well. The deal's in my head all the time. I mean, so I'm here. A person came to me and said they wanted to buy tokenized 35,000 apartment units in the United States. So that's the beautiful part about being here at TokenizeThis, is that you're bringing the right audience of people who have interest in what we're doing. I like talking to people who know what we're doing and have interest, as opposed to explaining what we do and teaching people for the first time. So it's very nice and comforting to come to a spot and people are hunting you down because they want to tokenize their assets and they have good quality stuff. We started off saying that we want to be altruistic and take care of all the people who were left out, not unbanked, minimums of $500, and we were doing that for a few years in our early days, and we raised roughly about $480 million worth of pledges on different assets. The problem was it couldn't fill the bucket all the way to close the asset off. It's like you're putting sand in. You got to raise $20 million and you're using sand first, and that's a lot of sand. You need to put some boulders in there before you put the sand in. So we had to change our approach to go institutional. And institutional investors now are telling us the kind of assets they want, which is assets we are comfortable with, and they're putting bigger checks. And with that, we now can bring the retail in that can put in smaller checks. But I think our focus is on educating the next gen, the smaller size checks, in terms of how they can use their existing cryptocurrency to convert it into a stable coin and buy real estate, or how we can even finance them to buy their first share of real estate. It's an income producing asset. So banks may want to provide financing with 30 or 40% down on a share of an income producing asset. So we're looking for all the ways possible for the younger generation to be able to buy this high quality real estate.